Guillens World is back and we got it. So welcome back to another episode of Guillens World. And we got Ozzie Guillens is back from his little vacation.
Little Florida hiatus.
Wait a minute.
But
vacation. I was moving.
well, you were also
I play golf.
you played golf every day.
I not play golf. I hit balls.
Also, it didn't go well.
Not at all.
Well, what are you complaining? You're golfing with
Oh,
Dan Marino,
well,
Ken
but-
Griffey Jr.
And it looks like you got a nice tan.
What was it was the Adios golf course. No, but before we kick off the Guillens World this week, we got a special gift from our friend, the Landon twins. And if you're from Chicago, you would know who these twins are. Probably one of the most interesting entertainment characters, human beings in the city of Chicago. They're actually supporting, and these hats are custom made for the Landon twins for the Chicago Polar Plunge on March 6, 2022. So we'll be sharing the link on if you can donate for it. But the Polar Plunge is something that Ozzie has been requested to do every single year since he came to Chicago in 2004. And is the only thing that I know consistently to raise money he has turned down, which is the Polar Plunge, jumping in the Lake of Chicago in the month of March.
Well, I think it's a great. I think about the twins, man. They do a lot of church.
Oh, they do.
They appear in every
event.
in Chicago. I don't know how to do it. It's like 20 events in Chicago. They're always there. But it's a great.
So will you do the Polar Plunge eventually before you leave this earth?
Is that for a cost?
For raising money.
For raising money, yeah.
We have right now. We have 4 offers on you jumping in the lake in March.
Oh, I wasn't here then.
No, you weren't. But I'm saying now you're retired. Now you're here in Chicago. Obviously, there's a lockout, so you ain't going nowhere. So, but I'm saying the Polar Plunge is one of those things. You jump in the Lake Michigan in March.
It's a quick dip.
I don't even know it's a quick dip. At least you can drink some tequila. I got to do it 100%. So
I have a question. If the people bet. Okay, is Ozzie going in? How much?
Oh, they gotta raise money. They'll raise money. You can go and dress up
how long will he last?
How long will he last in the water? You know
what?
Well, it's
how long it lasts for the water? It will last forever.
It'll last forever. We're not doing Blue Chew right now. Our friends at Blue Chew. So again, when we're doing this show and the show's not live, so this is really hard to talk about. I just got off the internet and I saw he was wearing actually really, really uncomfortable pants. Rob Manfred was walking and he turned to the media and said, "We're working on it." And it's like, I feel like Major League Baseball is like when you know you should have been divorced for 5 years and you never try to work it out with your wife, but you're trying to work it out now because the paper is on the table.
Seems very last minute. And obviously we've seen images of Garrett Cole and Max Scherzer. Obviously they did say today, earlier, Manfred said, if we miss any games, it would be disastrous.
That's his bully move.
Disastrous is the word he used, not me. He said, if they miss games, it would be disastrous. And today he said there might be possibility of missing a month worth of games.
It's weird because I feel bad for him because I'm not a big fan of him sometimes because he went to the COVID stuff. Now went to this.
Yeah, he hasn't had any.
By the way, the COVID stuff was not that hard. So Rob Manfred, people need to forget. So I think sometimes he still thinks that he's the guy in the back of the scenes saying the things that he used to say with the previous commissioner.
Yeah.
He is the face now.
But remember what's being discussed. I look at it 2 ways. 71% of baseball players make less than $1 million.
Correct.
71% of baseball players make less than $1 million.
70.
So they're just saying, and obviously I wish I made as much money as a professional baseball player because they do get paid handsomely generally. But when you compare it to other sports, they're saying, hey, we need a bigger piece of the pie. Owners, please open up and get guys to make so it's not 71%. That's a big number. 71%, less than $1 million.
Well, you know how many
trying to get.
What's the percent on a regular people?
But you can't. But here's a part.
This is a special job.
But here's a part we need to understand.
This is a special job.
Baseball, okay, is being played around more than 25 leagues right now, from college, minor league, independent ball. The reason these individuals get to make so much money is because they're special. They can launch Major League Baseball right now with all minor league players, and they will not have the same viewership as they would. We want to see the top players. It's not about the team. It's about people want to see the elite players.
Someone, I mean, we weren't in the big leagues, but someone like yourself, being in the big leagues is very, very, very special. and to be and play X amount of years, this job is not like any. It's not like working at Walmart. Remember a quote that you gave to our college coach.
Yeah.
But playing, if you play college, you're already 7% of the people. Now you're playing in the big leagues. This is a very unique group. Even Japan, and we've seen guys hint at it. It's not MLB.
No, you never will be.
It's not MLB.
No, you cannot say that. But right now, what this opens up to, if Bryce Harper and a couple guys go play in Japan, and
which
Japan,
I would love.
During the blackout, all Japan needs to do is when prospects start coming up to the United States, telling them I'm going to offer you $10 million, and just start stealing prospects, and they'll become a competitive league because guys are always going to chase the most money.
Okay, you know the problem about this, I believe so. Agents, Scott Boras have a lot of things to do with this.
Oh,
and this
yeah,
guy,
of course,
and behind the scene, he's doing stuff for himself. I know, to me, Scott thing on the table is real important. The minor league problems. Yes, those kids are very bad situation.
Treated very badly. Paid very badly.
Paid badly.
Everything.
Everything is bad. Everything. That's why when you make it to a big league, you say, wow. But I think I agree, minor league have to get better in any, whatever reason it costs, it had to get better. I think the first year guys in the big league, you got to get better. It's no doubt about it. But after that, it just because I went through it. I went through it in my first year in the big league, 85.
But when you went through it,
we went through.
By the way, but when you went through it,
Like
this is the part people don't understand. The game after the 94 strike made more money. Right now, there is no cap, but teams treat it like there is a cap. And they manipulate because they didn't want to go over it. There's teams spending less than $50 million. You get rewarded for losing. Rob Manfred has called the World Series trophy a piece of metal. They've allegedly given a belt, a championship belt, to the team that has been able to compete the most with like less money, or been able to manipulate the players' arbitration to get up. So the owners have done so many things that are worrying the players of like
taking more power.
Well, I'm saying you don't, before you used to get paid, you didn't get paid when you were 20, because when you were 30,
you're old. You
would get paid a lot of money. Yes. And that was how it was always done. Barry Bonds made more money after he had won 2 MVPs. Miguel Cabrera made money after he had, been in his younger years.
Like that for long,
but it had been that was the set standard. Now you don't even get that. Now they're saying 30. The other part that I think that ruined it, and I think owners love it, is the fact that fans and owners say, "Well, we want to be Tampa." Everyone wants to be Tampa instead of being the Yankees.
It's a very tough matter because not everyone has that ability to put a good product on the field with a small budget. So if you're someone like Baltimore, Detroit, whatever, well, Detroit's spending, but you're saying, we don't need to spend money. Look at these guys. They win without spending money. And that's very, very dangerous. Why? Because people, hardworking Americans or anyone that goes to the games, they spend money and you want to see a decent product,
yes. Well,
not a team losing money.
I never hear people from Baltimore or Pittsburgh saying we want to be like Tampa.
Well, they would love to, I'm sure.
Okay, you know why? Hire the people from Tampa to be in Pittsburgh.
No, what I'm saying though, but here's the part.
It's funny though, because Ozzy, who's the general manager in Tampa? Is a general manager now in Dodgers.
Friedman.
Thank you.
He wanted the
Freeman in Tampa it cost $10 million.
He's got a big wallet.
Okay, when he went to Dodgers,
by the way, you're confusing baseball and winning with money. Yeah. Freeman spend more money. The players want to get paid more. So the losing with a low budget is not good for the players. No. Players want to get paid more. The ticket to go to an Orioles game, okay, it's not $1 and the Yankees $150. The ticket to go to the Orioles game and the Yankees game, the margin is very, very.
It's not big of a difference.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. So you're charging me to go to a game.
But Ozzy, if they have money, they give a team money to
correct,
spend.
And all these teams have done themselves and they've made $200 million. This is the part you understand, and the owners need to realize this, and the owners need to look at themselves, especially the big team owners. There's owners out there that are not going to spend money regardless of what they're going to do, and this takes us to the next point. Derek Jeter, unless something happened off the field, which I highly doubt it. Again, I don't know anything what happened. I don't think it's something that maybe happened off the field. I think Derek Jeter, step down today
because they wouldn't spend money.
Because the Marlins are telling him we're not spending money and it's only going to get worse after the lockout.
No, wait a minute. That's what I read today. Okay, I called a couple guys they don't have the answer. Same answer we have. Oh, I don't know anything about it. Everything happened, you know, knowing that guy, knowing Derek Jeter, you know how personal stuff is, very private. To me is, okay, you give me, when you guys talk to me, you give me a space, 5 year space, 7 year space. All the song right now is a space. You made me trade couple guys. You made me do this.
And now we're not going to spend.
Now you told me, okay, this is a continue to do that. Now you're going to say, well, we're not going to do it. To me, that guy said, you know what? I'd rather be with the players, playing golf, going to the beach, watch a game, and not nothing to do with that, and move my life, keep going. Because I think you don't want to be
because
I don't think you want to be involved.
He doesn't want to lose. His name is on it. He's always been known as a winner.
Yes.
No matter how he's saying, hey, you guys, like you said, you guys promised me he said in his quote in his statement that they promised something that they're not delivering on. Meaning that's
a big statement.
Meaning that you want someone like the captain Jeter to be associated with your franchise. That it wasn't a good day for the Marlins, because he's basically saying what's going to happen. The Marlins are saying we can't compete with Atlanta, we can't compete with Philadelphia. Let's not spend any money.
Then you know what? This morning I wake up.
Let's not spend any money.
I wake up and I look at it and go, oh my God, this is not a good news. Looking for the strike right now. No. When I see that, I say, that's going to be.
I have a question. How do we know? Obviously, everyone's saying that Correa he didn't like Correa because of what he said. I don't think Jared would actually care about that stuff.
What's that?
Correa's comments about the Yankees and Derek Jeter and all that.
Saying that, he didn't deserve
to be Hall of Fame. I don't think Derek cares about any of that. What happened if Derek's plan was get Correa, get Freddie Freeman, make a run for it, and now they're telling him
we can't spend. Maybe
that's in between them. That's the problem I have. That's why I say. I text Austin and I say, when I see that, I go, this is going to be a long one. Because I don't think he will walk away just in the middle of the heat.
I mean, think about it though. If we're going to go from a COVID season, which was 2 years ago removed, which was, in my opinion, I don't count any trophies, any BS ring. Like that is like even MVPs, not any sport. Bubbles, MVPs, throw them in the shelf. That's a COVID season is whatever. To now, possibly, hopefully I'm wrong, but if this goes into like, opening day is June 5th, toss it up. And I do not blame fans at all for not going to the games. Don't go to the games and just keep watching us or everybody else on NYY News. Because it is complete bullshit that we cannot settle on something. It's called compromise. You know something funny too? Like, come on.
1 month of vacation.
Well, this is the part I understand.
Why weren't you doing this before December?
No, I'm saying I don't understand because you're not a player. I don't understand because I'm looking at the time frame. Why were they negotiating this every day in June?
We gotta get this.
I'm saying like to get out of the bargaining. And again, this is where I don't get it. So this is the part that's funny.
I know. But if I'm Scherzer or Garrett Cole, it says like they're losing 160,000 every game that's not played. I don't know how much money these guys got, but like Adranza, who's my cousin, that's $9 to $10K a game. I want to play. I want to play.
I think everybody want to play. I think the way I look at it, that maybe the owners want to break.
No, the owners. I guarantee you this: the owners don't tweet. This reminds me of what you said. The owners don't tweet. I feel like the owners are a mafia Cosa Nostra. Sopranos. Okay, they're like this. They keep their sofa face. The players are like, they will break.
How do you think these gentlemen, and this is what people don't understand, Jeff Passan, who's my buddy, I love him to death, but he was talking about the owners. Like this is something, these guys are business cold-blooded. They see this, they see players as assets. They see it like corporate America, the bottom line, and here's like this, like the tax code, guys. They're gonna make the tax code. The richest 1% are going to hire a bunch of lawyers, and they're always going to find loopholes. While me and you are paying the max tax, we don't know what's going on. Owners read the thing and say, okay, we can save money here, and then they manipulate it, and then in 10 years, they're going to be talking again. The part where people don't understand is that they're not listening to the player, they're not listening to the fans. The fans, if you ask every fan, what do they want? Eliminate blackouts. Eliminate blackouts. We don't want to have blackouts in baseball so we can watch on TV our team. They haven't even brought it one time up to eliminate blackouts.
Okay, how about this one? Do you know why the owners acting like that? Hey, that's my kind of know about the game. Do you know who is behind the scene doing those stuff? Scott Boras. Most of the agents hate most of the agents too. Most of the
Owners,
owners
they don't like it, yeah.
hate Scott Boras.
So the owner, you know what the owner
And
should do?
then they want to say, "Oh, really? This guy is making all the move." Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Hey, owners, advice from Ozzie Jr. If I was Rob Manfred's right-hand guy. Agents, you're going to hate me. Owners, you want to get back at them? Make the 2%. Agents can't make more than 1 or 2%.
That's it.
But hold on, and say, okay, you players, let's see.
Let's give all the money.
No. Let's see how serious. If I was an owner, I'd say, you know what, guys? Let's see how serious these players are about them. And say, you know what, players, you're gonna get everything you want to ask for. Arbitration, the revenue share, everything.
No owner.
But no general manager, no GM, no agent can make more than 1%.
Yeah. To see
and you need to be registered with the league.
And we tell you who's in, who's out.
And we tell you what agent is in and what agent is out, and we're going to make the agent rules.
Yes.
Let's see. You imagine they did that? They say 1% because Scott Boras, bless his heart, $2 billion. And
he never threw a ball.
And he's never thrown a ball. So again, I understand he's trying to get players, but Scott Boras has been an agent for a long time, and that 75% is still been that 75% that's making less than $1 million. So he's got a little small group of the cool guys. So I think the owners need to say, you know what? I think we have to give something because I think the owners have to give something up. And I think you need to look into the future because if you cannot, the fans right now, you're not only competing against other baseball, you're competing against Netflix, you're competing against Hulu, you're competing against outside, you're competing against content. My kid will like to watch a video game just as much as I would like to watch a game live. Is that dumb? Is that stupid? I don't know. But there's a world out there where kids enjoy, and who am I to tell them that's not entertainment? Baseball's entertainment. If we go out again, and we got lucky after the COVID season, I think people came back even stronger.
Nice.
People said, "Oh my God!" And even I think that, you know why I think the media is scared. The media, the writers, the baseball writers, because we're like the Ubers of Caps. Content with no big time money behind us. We're doing their job.
Just putting
content
saying, out.
The big TVs are going to say baseball's out for 3 months. You're fired, or go write about something else.
Yeah, there's nothing. You can't be a beat writer. You have nothing to write about.
No, that's funny. You don't be right. I'm working for the white. For the.
We have someone here who works on TV.
Yeah, working on TV. What are you going to cover? You're going to be doing the high school Rita versus Macaulay.
I have to sit and wait, and I don't have nobody to go to say, hey.
What's going on?
No, they know how me being in the meetings. Like, hey, man.
That's the other thing that people don't realize. It's not just about players. So many people depend on a league, vendors, parking lot people. Now you're like, oh, the players are losing money. They don't probably need it, but the guy that's ushering at Sox Park or Wrigley Field probably needs his money. So a month of no games means a month of people at Wrigley not selling hats, beer, t-shirts, beer, everything. Bartenders. So I was like, dude, we just went through a pandemic. We're going to go through this.
How about the partnership?
What if you were a sponsor and then you went?
No, you got to pay the sponsor to get their money back, and you can rip the contract up.
I mean,
but you imagine if you were like a sales guy for the team and you already got commission on that, and they say you got to get the commission back.
Like, it's like, granted, players, I hope they get what they want, but the main goal is that get games. Don't be an ass and get games
and don't worry about things. Next topic right here. When we're talking about changing the rules and making the game better, are we always asking the right question? In the age of innovation, are we asking the right question? When I say are we asking the right question is when we talk about the speed of the game and making money. Why do we want to speed up the game? Leverage gambling, make more money on gambling, and make the game 3-4 hours plus. Okay. No. So you put the game on gambling. One of the things right now that people are talking about is not fun. It's because of the shift. They blame the shift on everything. I feel like the shift is a new political party. Something's wrong. Oh, it's because of the shift. It's because of politics. The shift. Okay. We actually had a Major League Baseball player who I think has a lot of talent. One of the most talented players right now in Major League Baseball. Do I think he could be better? Absolutely. I think he actually be an MVP.
What did he hit last year?
He hit 230, but he hit like 220, 210. I don't know what his average exactly, but I know he hit 30 plus bumps.
This guy is I would say this guy is exactly what's wrong with the new age of baseball.
Well, so I'm going to say what he said.
I strike out 1,000 times. Just terrible. Joey Gallo, I'm sorry that this is a very boiling point. You don't want shifts. Baseball, there's two lines in baseball. A manager can put all 9 guys behind the pitcher's mound if he wants, because you can do whatever you want in between those lines. That's called strategy. Shifts have been around forever. You want them to say no shifts so you can hit better? I'm with Rod Carew. I'm with everyone on this. Shut your ass up and make an adjustment and hit the ball where they're not playing you.
Oh, by the way, I play with Mr. I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know this kid Gallo. Okay, I don't know him.
That's
He might be
ridiculous.
Let me tell you one thing, kid. You know Jim Thome? You should know because you played against him a couple months ago, a couple years ago. I know what to say Jastrensky. I know what to say Evans. I know what to name the real player.
Like think about it. Name guys that got shifted all the time. 2 off the top of my head, and both are in the Hall of Fame. Jim Thome and David Ortiz.
Yes.
They probably got shifted like 8 years into the career, maybe less. They're in the fucking Hall of Fame. They're in the Hall of Fame, and they got shifted their whole career. And they couldn't run. All they did was hit bombs. They took Jimmy's back. All they did was DH. But Joey Gallo, the guy that hits 220, 160, he wants it to change. That is exactly what's wrong. And that is why old school guys have bigger balls than you. And they're in the home. They said, you know what? I don't care if you put them. I don't remember who said this. I forget who it was, but one of the players said, somebody said, they don't put outfielders they don't put outfield guys in the stands. Hit that shit out.
How about the thing? Okay, by the way,
hit it out.
When you strike out, you need a shift. This can strike out more than
anybody. But you know why they didn't shift Barry Bonds? You know why they didn't shift Barry Bonds? Or Miguel Cabrera?
No.
Because they can't. Because they get a base hit, they pull the ball, and then our people argue and say, "Well, we only want the guy on second." Here's the part: is this the comment? Hold on.
Austin's hero.
He doesn't like him anymore. I guess.
Oh, you know why? I think that's the only fan besides family.
No. If I'm a Yankees fan and
by the way, Yankees, I'm going to say this right now.
Like, get rid of him.
NyynewsTV. Right now, I'm going to say it to all the Yankees. As long as Joey Gallo's in your roster, you're not going to win. Why? If I'm a general manager and I hear that comment that you're not making an adjustment to get better, here's the thing. That's like saying baseball's slow because of the shift.
No, it's like saying in the NBA, we need to push the NBA line because he's making too many.
This is easy. What? We don't want any more strikeouts. Starting pitching, no more curveballs. Exactly. You want more offense? Guys, no more off speed, no more curveballs. Everybody has to go down the middle, and we're going to have everyone's going to hit 100 home runs.
Do it to Gallo. When the umpire, when Gallo comes to it, says, timeout. Mr. Gallo's hitting, everybody moving out of there, and fastball. That's it.
It is part of the game. And a manager and a franchise, some teams are known for that. Some teams shift more than other teams. So let some guys that want to shift do it. And let guys that don't want to shift, that's what makes the game beautiful.
If you own a Joey Gallo jersey right now, you should start contemplating because you should be embarrassed about those.
That's what makes the game beautiful. Hey, I'm going to play here, or I'm going to do this, or this guy's throwing a little harder. No. You know how many times
you know why it's sad though? Because he's talented. He's hit 30 home runs in the big leagues. If Aiden was complaining about the shift, or Tortuga, or anyone like almost making, or Eldemaro Vargas, any guy that's like almost making the big leagues, you say, you know what? I understand that guy. The shift sucks for him. But this guy's hit 30 bombs in the big leagues.
Okay, let me ask you a question. 30 bombs in Yankee Stadium, lefty, you a power hitter like him?
That's terrible.
I said, I will not sign that guy. 30 home runs. And what's the guy, the shortstop, little shortstop? Did he hit 20?
I think he hit more than that.
That's a pretty good player.
20, whatever. You know what I mean? That's embarrassing when you that big and you hit only 30 stinky home runs.
By the way, wait. Is he Italian?
Yeah.
Gallo,
my God. Get some balls, guys. Get some balls.
The new hitting coach.
There's a lot of Italian back in New York.
I know. I was like, I would be embarrassed.
By the way, Hans Mueller, Panama. I wonder.
Bam Bam is
the new hitting coach, assistant hitting coach for the Yankees. They got big. I wonder what Bam Bam and what Chavez.
Eric Chavez and Bam Bam are
what do you think? What do you think when he comes up to you and
you're soft? You're soft.
I like. Okay, next.
You're soft.
Next. I said, why? Because it's funny because you know how many times I see,
first of all, they never
the ground ball.
Second base, and they caught it right field. They catch it and they throw it first.
By the way, to me, I'm hitting. Everybody move to right field, to left field line. I hit ball to left field line, double.
Exactly.
Every time.
That's smart.
That's
you as a hitter make an adjustment.
Remember the funny story with you and David Ortiz The bunt, because the Sox had played him so well in the shift. He hadn't gotten a hit like in 3-4 games, and he said, "I'm trying to bunt."
And he did.
And he did. He tried. Hey, I'm getting on what you're.
I like guys that do the different approach and say, you know what? Even I know how they play me, but I can't stay away from my game.
Yeah,
this is my game. Do it.
That's what.
So Gallo,
that's what Jim told me.
Make an adjustment and stop making.
Don't ask the league. Don't ask the league
to change it for you. Yankee fans are a fickle bunch. They already don't like you.
By the way, I don't have anything against personally, but if I was a Yankees fan, again, this is Mets ammo forever. This is embarrassing. like for a player, like if Ozzy was a manager and a player made that comment, I have love for all of Ozzy's players. I wouldn't dislike him. Inside, I said, man, that's an embarrassing comment because you're asking the rules to change. And then people talk about like it'll speed up the game because there's gonna be more outs. Then take away the curveball. No one can hit it. No one can hit a good curveball.
No.
Big league guys, they can't hit a good curveball. So take it away. Take it away.
I tell you what, that's the last thing I thought I'm gonna hear from the player.
He did this do something funny though. He did put his LinkedIn up and said, "I am looking for a job." Because again, right now, Major League Baseball players.
Who looking for a job?
The players are. They're going on LinkedIn.
I mean,
is you guys need a job?
Mexico.
Acereros de Monclova.
That's exactly my next point. Is that I would love if guys, obviously Bryce Harper is huge, 2-time MVP, but I would love guys, mid-level guys, or even maybe like a one top tier guy. I would love guys to sign with a team in Mexico, a team in Japan, and says, I'm gonna play until MLB starts. Are they allowed to?
Yes. So they put across. No, they put the union put and said, if Major League Baseball tries to complain, we will defend you. Because the same thing happened in hockey. They went to
because the thing is, what did they get hurt?
That's a different thing.
Oh,
that's
they got it right because I talked to the Mexican guys. I said they got you know why? Because they had the right when everything started.
Yeah, you got to work. You got to make money. Here's the part though. If I was a baseball player right now, okay, maybe a pitcher's a little bit different. But if I'm a position player, I'm playing. You know why? No, you know why? Because my body is used to succeeding in a certain way. And then we complain about COVID, saying guys are saying, oh, I had a bad season because it was COVID and I didn't get enough at bats and I did this and I did that. I would say, you know what? I'm going to go play somewhere.
I don't care how many times you take live BP.
It's not the same.
I don't care. I don't care how many times you inner squad. I don't care how many times you post you hitting off a tee on Instagram. There's nothing that replicates an actual game. So players, if you can, man, that would be so cool. If players were playing,
quick question for you guys. We wasn't adios. They have like the whole run, full around contact. There's a couple of guys with there, you know, I mean, they hit the bombs. They pass a lot. I play against them. I managed a few. Those guys was swing the bat like Benji Pagaski. Those guys swing the bat and they never played the game. I was sitting in Paul O'Neill laughing.
Oh, like they were terrible.
No, bro. I swear to God.
Oh, that's what happens when you
that I told Ben. He's just like,
I'm never retired. You're
just no, seriously. Like I had the mic. I said, "See, like you guys never touch a ball. Like they look horrible."
Listen, baseball, tough sport.
It's not easy, man.
After you get done playing for a while, I'm sure getting back into it is not easy.
Swinging a bat's never been easy. But I'll ask you guys a question, and this is regarding a big rumor. Before we wrap up here, Guillens World. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple.
And I already ordered my first Guillens World hoodies. So make sure you get that gear.
Oh my God, that's pretty cool.
So let me ask a question. There's rumors that why don't they go and play with minor league players? If you're a minor league player, you're in a very awkward situation.
You're not going to do it because they're fighting for you right now.
That's what I'm saying. Though, but if you cross, would they call them like scabs? Like
yes,
that's what they call them. Scabs.
By the way, Ozzy, that's one of the biggest reasons they're not, one of the biggest subjects on the table right now is about the minor league.
Yeah, because minor leaguers are a camp.
That's what I mean. Like people are saying, why don't you break into the season with your best minor league players?
But they're funny because all of a sudden minor league players already have days.
Service
for their arbitration.
Service time.
That's a good one. True.
Yeah. And that should never happen because making it to MLB is a very, very elite. It's like making it to the moon.
Oh, really?
I mean, obviously it's harder to go to the moon, but making it to MLB and playing so you could deserve it, even if you're there for a day or if you're there for 100 years. you were in a very, very special group.
But owners even stopped doing September call-ups. They made a list of guys that made it to the big leagues and got some money because of the pension, because they were September call-ups for like 4 years in a row.
I also don't agree with players want to be free agents after 3 years. I said, come on, guys. The owners are not that dumb. Like, hey, we drafted this guy. He's gone after 2 years.
Okay. No, but you know why? You want to see more players play in different places because they know what to say. Hey, this guy, Nana. By the way, I was one of the first guys criticized minor league player come to September call-up. Big time. I was the best player for San Diego Padres then. They never called me up in September. Never did.
Well, they did that on purpose.
You know, maybe I was a little bitter about it, but when I see kids play with me, like sit there next to me and see him take advantage of the hell this guy doing here? Yeah. He just got 1 month in big league in baseball and he's already here.
Well, they put it in their contract. That they
but I know that's why they play.
Guess who made that? Guess who invented that?
The play hate that.
Agents.
Yeah, that's what I say. But then you don't like the kid, and that's not the kid's fault. And you in the big league, you got I play Bowman, Texas. Did you? No, I play 1 month.
It's a manipulation. It's a manipulation. That guy September call-ups are very weird. Obviously, there's reasons behind not certain guys getting called up.
So and all you guys listen to
service time.
Listen to this very well. No matter how many years you move up and down in service time for arbitration or free agency, okay? Because it's a free agent, they're too old when they're free agent, okay? Listen, if you put free agent, you be a free agent in 3 years, I guarantee you, second year free agent, 2 months to go, you're going down. At least you're a superstar, okay? Those guys prepare themselves for that. Like, okay, arbitration. You can say, if my player play 1 month in the big league, he's going to go to arbitration. Guarantee you, the guy will play 22 days.
Yeah, because they're always going to find a way to.
They're going to find a way to
the system. That's what they get paid for.
Yes.
I've always thought service time was bullshit. You break camp with the best players.
Well,
that's what.
When you want to win, yes. When you're not a guy,
that's BS.
When you want to win, you go all in, and that's how we're going to end Guillens World. Let us know what you think. Hopefully, baseball's back by next week. But listen to us, podcast version, Spotify. Follow us, the Guillens, on YouTube for more content. Enjoy it. We'll be here. Have a good one. Baseball.
Before it hits the front page.